Yesterday was a pretty exciting day. I found some cool things online, and I spent a lot of time on the computer from about 6 o'clock in the morning yesterday, and it will be time well spent. So I just wanted to let you know I found something really, truly awesome, and I found it in an unexpected place. But first, I got to tell you a little story. Put up with my story first, but um, I made a I made an order yesterday for like online type groceries. I'll tell you the details of that in a minute. And they kept sending me all these emails yesterday, and this morning, and earlier today, several emails. We received your order. Thank you for your order. Your order has been shipped. I'm thinking, wasn't even anywhere near 24 hours. And I heard the FedEx guy at the front door. Thought it was UPS, but it was not. It was FedEx. And there was a box on the porch. So once I finally got showered and groomed and put together, I opened the door and pulled the box in the front door. And here was this. Oh, I ordered toilet paper and shampoo and snacks and deodorant. I can't even remember what I ordered, but quite a lot of stuff. It took me quite a long time, but it will save me time in the long run. So this box was on my porch, this side up, right? This box was on my front porch. So I hauled this in the house and opened it up with a pair of scissors. And I pulled out the little air pillows that were in it. And here, out of all the stuff I ordered, in less than 24 hours, in this box, can you see it? In this box is a 19 point some odd ounce. This is all that was in the box. 19 point some odd, 19.20 ounce bag of M&Ms. So I thought it was kind of a hoot out of all the stuff they could have sent me. The thing that gets here in less than 24 hours is M&Ms. So if you ever got in the groove of ordering from this place, I'm going to tell you about it in a minute, and you ever had a chocolate craving or an M&M craving, you wouldn't have to wait for long and it would be there on your doorstep. This is every woman's dream. Have chocolate on the doorstep. So back to the topic at hand. I would have made some separate videos, but I'm having problems getting more than one video to work in a day. Once it takes the first one, it doesn't take anymore after that. It won't let me do anymore for a while now. So I like to keep them separate, but this is going to be a couple of topics here. So that came today. But what I did find that I thought was really, really interesting, one of my prized possessions in my food storage, and it was very difficult to find when I bought mine, was a whole powdered milk, and it's actually 26% butterfat once it's dehydrated into a powdered form. It says right on the box, 26% butterfat. So it's not has not historically been an easy product to find, but I'm telling you, it seems like the business, I'm going to pick all the wrong words here. It seems like the retailers are sitting up and taking note of what people want, and it's getting easier and easier to find things. So I keep saying at any rate, I'm sorry, I'm getting into a bad habit of doing that. So it came. My M&Ms came, and the rest of my order will come. But so I have whole powdered milk in I'm getting a little, I didn't have a nap today. I'm starting to feel it. Got up way too early. So I did my order yesterday, and in the process of doing my order, I found this whole powdered milk. It's called NIDO. I don't know how you pronounce that. I think it's Espanol. But it's NIDO. It's made by Nestle. And they have formulas that have vitamins and so forth in it. And the ones that they make for like infant formula have vegetable oil and sugar in it. But the whole milk, I shouldn't make a face when I say that, I'm sorry. The whole milk comes in a 3.52 pound can, and it also comes in smaller size cans. It looks like it's probably going to be a number 10 can because I looked up the weight online for what non-fat dry milk weighs, and it's very, very close to to, it's 3 3/4 pounds versus 3.52, which is just over 3.5 pounds. So it's awesome that you can get it. It was, I think it was $13.88 for the 3.52 pound can, which is a really decent price. And the reason that you would want that, besides there's all kinds of versatility, several reasons. In an emergency situation, you're not going to want non-fat dry milk versus whole milk, because the whole milk is going to have more calories because of the fat. You're going to want the fat because you will possibly have limited access to having all the cooking oil and so forth that you would want. And again, the calories are a good thing. The fat is not necessarily a bad thing. I could go into a whole different video on that, but some of what we've been told over the years is not true about fats and so forth. But so you can get the whole milk in 3.52 pound cans, and the smaller cans. I would be inclined to not get the baby formula type. It doesn't say that it's baby formula, but I'm assuming that that's what they use it for. I would be inclined to not get that and just get the, that's another topic for another day. Research it a little before you do that, or write me and we'll talk about it. Let's see, where was I? I'm getting way off track here. Oh, the other reason that you want the whole milk is if you have children, young children, growing young children whose brains are not fully developed yet, and the brain needs a certain amount of fat to develop properly. So you don't want to be putting your toddlers on low-fat diets. You don't want to be putting your babies on low-fat diets. You don't want to be starting them out with skim milk early in life. It's not a good idea. Of course, breast milk is best for little children and so forth. But so at any rate, the place I got it was Walmart.com. That was where I got my whole order, where my M&Ms came, and got some very interesting things that I was very happy with on my order. They have an amazing variety of what they do have. And if, I don't know if this is going to be a permanent policy, but if you order $45 worth of certain products that qualify, they will give you free shipping. So the shipping cost me absolutely nothing, even to get M&Ms within 24 hours. I just think that's cute. I'm not an M&M freak. I do Hershey's. I got several different kinds of Hershey's ordered. I've got Heath bars ordered. All kinds of cool stuff ordered. So whole powdered milk. The brand name is NIDO, made by Nestle. If you order enough of the right products, you can get free shipping. I think where I wanted to go with that. Let me switch gears here for a minute. We had one of the guys on the channel wrote in asking about seeds for sprouting and wanted to know about using seeds from a farm co-op. And I have a whole nother video on, can't think what it's called, I think it was called, it had to do with feed grade. That'll come to me later, I'm sorry. I can't remember the name of the video, but it had to do with seed that was intended for animal feed. Alfalfa seeds, if they are sold as seeds to be used to plant a crop, they could be treated with all kinds of things, including antifungal agents to keep the seed from rotting in the soil. You don't want to eat antifungal agents. Some of them are pink, you can tell from that, but I'm sure there are other things that they treat the seed with. For sprouting, you still don't want it to have antifungal agents on it, because they're not good for you. It's not a good thing to be eating. They also are a seed quality grain that you could buy for sprouting, also has not been checked as far as, like, we have a big grain elevator right around the corner, and they put a long tube down into the truckloads of wheat, and they pull it out and they examine it for rodent turds. Not very pleasant topic, but if it hasn't been tested and cleaned properly, you could have all kinds of insect parts and debris and so forth. So if anybody knows a less expensive way to get their hands on alfalfa seeds for sprouting, please let us know what the source is and if it's cereal grade meant for human consumption. Now, in addition to that, this screen is stuck, so I don't know what it's going to look like when it starts, whether it's going again. In addition to that, let's see if there's something else about the seed. Oh, I did check waltonfeed.com for sprouting, alfalfa for sprouting, and it wasn't cheap. So if somebody knows of a better source, cheaper source, a better way to get clean sprouting grain for human consumption without it costing an arm and a leg. And the UPS is not cheap either. Okay, so this is good. It would have been much better to do 3 separate videos, one on the alfalfa seeds. So please let us know. Send us either a video response or right below. I'm sorry, my voice is really bad today. I was really tickled pink with a couple of 2 or 3 different places that I've ordered food things, grocery things, because I got extremely fast service. I would imagine that a lot of my order will be here tomorrow. It might not come all in one lumps, package one all together in one package, but I got really good service from a couple of other places. One was farmandfleet.com, and the other one was Meijer.com. And now Meijer charged a pretty stiff shipping fee, I thought, but it was worth it for me at the time. Farm and Fleet, which is Blaine, B-L-A-I-N, but the web address is farmandfleet.com. They had a nice variety of things, in addition to some very hard to find things that were not grocery items, that were Farm and Fleet items. And they shipped quickly. And I felt like the charge that I paid was reasonable, but compared to free, I'm liking the free pretty well. I'm liking that free charge pretty well. 000 looks really good on my invoice. So I intend to shop from Walmart.com. I have in the past. I've bought all kinds of clothing items and Christmas gifts and things from them in the past, and I intend to shop them in the future. And because I've had health issues, I don't get around the store too well, and I will not. Wouldn't do me any good anyways, but I will not sit in one of those Amigo little things to get around the store. I just don't have the endurance to get. Some days I do. Some days I do better than others, but so it's a great thing. It saves you time, it saves you money, it saves you gasoline. You don't have to load it into your car. The F Express, Federal Express or UPS guy will usually set it in your house if you open the door for them, put it in your garage for you if you want them to. And so you just can't argue with that. I could argue with this weather though. It's 55 and a little bit chilly. I keep waiting for a warmer day. Not too warm, just warmer. 13 minutes, that was a little bit too long, but you might want to think about getting some whole powdered milk. The $13 and something is not a bad price for a number 10 can of whole powdered milk. I'll tell you that. I think it was $13.88. And then I also would not be surprised, I'm not going to stick my neck out on this one, I would not be surprised if it was nitrogen packed. Just for their benefit, the manufacturer's benefit. Usually, I don't know if there's an expiration date on the can. Somebody help me out if you buy Nido. Is it Nido? N-I-D-O by Nestle. Please let us know what your expiration date is. But it would be, they have to put an expiration date on it, and the expiration date might be a year. But that doesn't mean it won't last 5 years. If it's nitrogen packed, that doesn't mean it won't last 25 years. I'm going to do a separate video another day, but there was a lady on YouTube that opened up cans of number 10 product that had been kept in a Texas air-conditioned, obviously, outdoor shed for, I thought she said almost 30 years, 28, 29 years, something like that. And she opened it up and demoed it, and it was just, they were going to use it. It was just fine, absolutely fine. So that one shocked me. I thought that the heat would have gotten to it. And I actually have some Sam Andy nitrogen packed product that was purchased in 1972. I wasn't as old back then. So, and I've hung on to it. I actually gave it to somebody when we moved away one time, and she was kind enough to give it back to me when I came back. So I guess that makes me an ingrate. Okay, 15 minutes. That's way too long. So I hope you enjoy the at-home shopping as much as I intend to. Intend to make use of it when it's free, I'll tell you that. The prices were really good on the things that I bought. I was kind of shocked, to tell you the truth. So that's the end of this video, and if there's anything else that I want to say, it'll have to wait till tomorrow. So God bless your efforts to prepare. Think about getting some whole powdered milk. Your toddlers and infants need the fat for their brain development. And we'll talk about lard in another video when I get the chance. But lard does not have trans fats in it. I don't use lard, but I probably will think about buying some. It's fairly cost effective. I don't know what the X date is on it, but I would like to find out what the expiration date is on it. I'm sure if you put it in your freezer, it would extend the shelf life greatly. And I'm betting you dimes to dollars that it really would make a tremendous difference in the taste and texture of your baked goods. And we will be talking about, somebody remind me if I forget, because some of these things keep slipping my mind. We will be talking about baking with your own meat fats that you save from your cooking, like even hamburger grease, pork grease, bacon grease, what have you. We'll talk about that. If anybody has anything to say about it, I'd like to know. You can make a response video to this video today. So God bless your efforts to prepare. We had a lot of things going on, a lot of earthquake activity recently here. I have some things that I need to work on, like my water storage. I got a lot of things I need to work on. I just want to be strong and healthy long enough to get my act together. No, I would like to be strong and healthy longer than that, but I would really like to get my act together. So just wishing you well, and make a list and check it twice. So when the time arrives and the need presents itself, you can eat more than just beans and just rice. And if you have any other questions, take a cruise around the channel. And if you're not finding answers, just let me know. Bye for now.